Good morning from Jonesboro, Arkansas, 10:37 a.m., May 13th, 2025. Take two. Remember to slow down. Remember to slow down. Don't talk fast. Don't talk fast. Don't talk fast. Note to myself. Yes, the first one, it was bad even for me. It was. So I'm completely redoing it. But hopefully this will be better. I did a degradation test, a capacity test for our 2017 Chevrolet Bolt, which I call the Measly Weasley. And I wanted to see how much degradation it had, and I wanted to see how much kilowatt hours it would hold. And I went online searching about the battery. Look down here. Chevy first said the pack was 66 total kilowatt hours, and then 64. Some say it's 60 usable. The truth is hard to find as a fact. Keep in mind, I am not that great of a researcher. Okay? I'm not. I Googled it, I DuckDuckGo'd it, and I found some things over here that looked legitimate that said it was this number. Then I found things that would contradict it that seemed legitimate from another source. Now, News Coolum, before we get into this, I want to talk about a couple people. News Coolum, he did a video and I watched it. 2017 Chevy Bolt EV battery replacement. I believe this is the right video. Maybe it's not. Anyway, it's News Coolum. And it's one of those videos I watched about a week ago and now I'm having trouble finding it. But you can probably find it if you search. If I had the link, I'd put it in the description. But anyway, he did a test. And his initial idea was to fill it up 100%. Brand new replaced battery, the upgraded battery he got for free. Free to him for those people who can't stand it when you say you got something free. I wonder if those people, if they have a buy one, get one free. Or not, I wonder when they use their points. You get points when you go to a restaurant. I wonder when they use their points to get a free hamburger if they insist. That hamburger was not free. I didn't get it free. It cost somebody somewhere something. Anyway, for those people, free to him battery. And anyway, he was going to take it from 100% to below 10%. But something happened. He just plugged into the level 3 around 21, 22, 23%. And the reason you have to do that is because the Bolt will not tell you what the percentage of the battery is, which you need in order to run the degradation test. But the level 3 charger will tell you. So anyway, it had like 20-something%. And he came up with something like 62 kilowatt hours in his battery, somewhere around there. So I've got 60 here for the original usable battery capacity. If he got 62, how can that be true? Well, I don't know, but I'll tell you this. I went by the little ticks on the dash that tell you, each tick is 5%. And at 75%, 50%, 25%, roughly, because that's not as exact. And roughly those percentage, I was showing the same thing. I thought I was going to have 61 or 62 or 62 and a half usable kilowatt hours when I got done. But then when it got down to 15%, something happened at 15%. From roughly 15%, I didn't know exactly, I'm going by that little bar. From roughly 15% to almost zero, it fell off like a rock. It was like those old gas cars. You fill them up with gas, they're on the F. The gas needle is on F forever. If it can run 300 miles, it'll stay on F for almost 100 miles. Then it can go quarter tank to empty is almost instant. That's the way this was. So by the time I got done, I used 97% of the battery. And doing the math, it works out to 59 kilowatt hours available. More of that in a moment. So I wonder what would have happened if he would have drained his down to 3%. And since those bars aren't exact, and the level 3 charger was when it told the percentage, maybe it didn't matter. Maybe it didn't. Maybe this battery does have 62 or 63 kilowatt hours usable from the factory. In which case, I've got major battery degradation unless there's something flawed about this test. And I would like to run the test again, but this is now my wife's work car. This was my wife's work car for about a year and a half. Then we got a Tesla. She decided she wanted to drive it to work. 2 weeks later, she decided it was goofy to put all those miles on the newer car. She wanted to go back to the Bolt. And so now it's a work car again. So anyway, it's going to be harder to run this type of test when this car is assigned to her, because I would like to do it again. But if the original battery capacity is 60, here's what we've got. 56,527 on the engine odometer. I finished the test May 10th, started May the 2nd. 251 miles driven, 20,704 miles on the battery. And you see here, anything this color, I manually fill in. If it's not that color, I don't touch it because it's got a formula there, as you see here. If you're interested in what the formula is, when I click on these, just look up here. But anyway, 20,704 miles on the battery. I had 35,000. Slow down. 20,704 miles on the battery. It had 35,823 when it was installed. I started with 100% battery, ended with 3% according to the level 3 charger. I used 97% of the battery, and according to the screen on the car, 57.2 kilowatt hours were used since the last time it was fully charged. That's a driving range of 259 miles. Kilowatt hours available, if this represents 97% of the battery, is 59.0 kilowatt hours. Loss of capacity 1, battery degradation 1.7. That's not bad. I was expecting between 1 and 2. But let's say if, I think News Coolum says 62 or 62 and a half. He wasn't sure which. Let's go to 62. If it's 62, I've got, might as well say 5%. You might as well say 5% battery degradation. That's not good. Even though some people say you lose 5% really quick. But that hasn't been my experience. With the Chevy Bolt, the plug-in hybrid second generation, I did a battery degradation test. I don't remember what it came to, but I'm thinking 1 to 1.5% after almost 60,000 miles. So that would be 4.9. If it's 62 and a half, it would be 5.6. If it's 64, which some people claim, that's just ridiculous. 8%. If this is true, this is not normal. This is an outlier. I submit to you, if this is true, okay, I'm not gonna submit to you anything, because some people who seem to know a lot more than me say you lose 5% quickly. So submitting nothing. Never mind on that. But one thing's for sure, even though I don't know for absolutely sure what number should be here, if you know, let me know. And if you don't mind, let me know how you know. Not because I doubt you, but because I need some evidence besides your word, and don't take that personally. Because there's a lot of honest people out there that are saying different things. So anyway, I'd appreciate if you would let me know, and let me know if you think what you say is true, or if you know what you say is true, and let me know how you know, if you don't mind. Now, about this being take 2. This guy right here, y'all should watch his videos. Jared Field. Look at this, 400,000 miles. I would love to drive his car. I would love to spend a day with his car. Love it. And, but people are mean. I sometimes get comments about my voice. Lately somebody said, "Why are you talking funny?" And I replied, "Because I'm a redneck hillbilly. You can't figure that out on your own?" Period. And I almost said, "You must not be very smart if you can't figure that out on your own," but I didn't. That doesn't bother me, because I think it says more about you than me if you want to mock my voice. And yes, my voice is not very good. That's why I could never do what Sean Hannity does. I could never do what the ladies on The View do. I could never do what one of the greatest communicators in the history of Earth could do, Rush Limbaugh. Like him or hate him, he was a phenomenal communicator. Ronald Reagan, phenomenal communicator. Barack Obama, phenomenal speaker. Elon Musk, horrible speaker, like me. But Jared Field, yeah, he gets some flack too about his voice. Shame on you. Shame on you. All right? If it bothers you that much, don't watch his videos. But it's amazing this car has 400,000 miles, and he's taking it in stride. He's kind of like me. It don't seem to bother him that much. I don't know if it does or not, but anyway, the latest video, he said, everybody count the number of times I say, you know, because he does say that a lot. I'm just stating a fact. I'm not saying anything negative. All right? I like his videos because this is amazing. 400,000 miles. Go watch his videos. Show him some love. You know, and the people who would mock someone because, God forbid, they can't speak as well as you, well, piss off. How about that? You know, that's the thing. If you're a great speaker, and then you come across someone who's not, instead of being mean and hateful, you should thank God or thank the Big Bang or whatever you believe in. Thank the Creator, whatever created you, whoever created you. Thank Him that you were blessed with talent on loan from God. Y'all know what that's an allusion to, right? You should be thankful that you have a great speaking voice instead of ridiculing others. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with y'all? Seriously. I could be friends with Jared Field. If you make fun of his voice, I couldn't be friends with you. Okay? Unless you're a friend of his. Like if we've been friends for 20 years, I have no idea. I might would because it'd be like friendly banter. You know, friendly banter. But you don't know him. You can't do friendly banter. Okay? Shame on you. But go watch his videos. It's pretty amazing that this car is 400,000 miles. All right? Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to end on this. What do y'all think about this? Waste of time? Maybe, because I don't know what this number is. But at least I have a baseline. If I run this test again, I know what it did last time, okay? All right. You have a good day. Respect each other. Be kind to each other. Be thankful that you are not like them if you want to be supercilious. That's the word. Don't be supercilious. And if you are supercilious, at least show some humility. It's hard to show humility if you're in that zone, I know. Humidity? Really? Humidity like we have here in the South? Oh, good Lord. I would normally edit this out, but that's just... I'm going to let y'all know just how dumb I am sometimes to make you feel better. Humidity. Of course I meant humility. Good Lord. And I never caught it. My voice sucks. On with the video. Just be thankful that you don't have a redneck piece of crap voice like I do. Be thankful that you are a phenomenal communicator. Be thankful you're not as dumb as I am. Be thankful that you are as brilliant as you are, rather than ridiculing those who don't have the skills you have. Be thankful for what you got. And that's all I'm going to say.